Hi guys, welcome back. You know, many people are afraid to fly, but they'll never tell you. Now, according to statistics, 85% of people have anxiety on board, and 10% of people are totally aerophobic. One of the main reasons why people have fear of flying is because they feel like they can't be in control of the environment they're in. Pretty weird. Okay guys, now let's have a look at some cool videos that can only happen up in the sky. What you see right now is a so-called inversion effect. In order to see something like this, certain weather conditions must meet proper atmosphere pressure. Looks very interesting. Can you imagine what it feels like when the plane is about to land right above your head? It seems like that's even more frightening than flying itself. I know for a fact that I wouldn't want to be one of those guys standing there, although it looks pretty awesome. Check this out. Guess what? This aircraft is about to gather some water. I never thought this was possible, but here it is. These fighters are super fast, and they're super loud. That in itself can be pretty annoying, but those are actually minor inconveniences because look at what they did to that peaceful group of people there. What a mess. Personal airplanes have become much more popular these days. Pretty soon there'll be more aircrafts than cars because every day more and more people wish to get a pilot's license. So this little guy here is one of the smallest airplanes in the world. Guys, don't try to film anything on an airplane when the window's open. You shouldn't even open that window. This man was not aware of the consequences, and now his smartphone is gone in the wind. Have you ever wondered what an air wash looks like? Perhaps you never knew planes require washing. Well, as you can see, there are plenty of ways to get the plane clean and shiny. You gotta agree, a lot of those look a lot like your regular car wash facility. Now imagine a situation when you get aboard and apart from the crew members, there's no one inside. So this guy got really lucky, I guess. He was a single passenger on that flight. I wonder how he felt. Must have been very lonely out there. It's like suddenly you see a helicopter collecting water from your personal swimming pool. Yes, this type of stuff happens in real life. I suppose they needed that for fire extinguishing purposes. Those two passenger planes are pretty darn close to one another. Must have felt kind of disturbing for those passengers. They're just so close. What if the wings touch? That would have resulted in an immediate disaster. According to the rules, there must be at least 10 miles distance, but some pilots don't seem to give a damn. Everybody knows that planes belong in airports, but sometimes emergency landings can't be avoided. It's extremely hard to land a plane on a highway. It looks like these guys managed perfectly well. One of them didn't even hesitate to film the whole thing. That road wasn't even blocked or anything. Imagine the looks on drivers' faces when they saw it coming. It's like you wake up, you come to look out the window to meet the brand new day, and you see a massive plane passing by. Really makes you feel like you're in a computer game or something. See? Sometimes you don't need to go see an air show. You just look outside the window and see pretty exciting stuff. Have a look at this. Nope, those are not special effects. This is a jet engine in action. Those were widely used even back in the days during the Second World War. They used those things on particularly heavy planes to help them get off the ground. There is no limit to human fantasy. Some curious guys fixed a camera on a helicopter blade. Pretty interesting footage came out of it. A massive plane right above the stadium in South Africa. It was during some big game, so the stadium was packed with people. I think they'll probably remember this moment for a very long time. It feels like the plane moves very slowly, but then suddenly it shoots right up in the sky in a blink of an eye. Look at those dust clouds. Looks very cool. Ever wonder what the pyramids look like from above? Well, have a look. This guy did all the work for you. Now you don't even have to leave your room and do a parachute jump to admire the view. It's all here. If you're too lazy to travel, just watch and enjoy. This is a pretty rare footage. I mean, you don't get to film a plane flying under another plane, leaving an airy trace behind. That looks superb. I don't know what to say. This looks both frightening and funny. That plane is like a grasshopper. At the same time, it looks like it might crash right there, right now. Poor guy. I hope his brain's fine. And this guy was like, oh shit. It's like all his life must have flashed before his eyes. In case you're wondering how a turbojet engine works at full power, here it is. That guy walking around seemed to be used to it. Look at him, he just doesn't care. And this dude is lying on the ground because he wants to film some real extreme footage. That was close. Was the risk worth it though? Whoa, did you see that? That is some mad speed. Imagine operating that plane. You gotta agree, guys, pilots are some of the most courageous people on our planet. You probably saw quite a few flood videos, but perhaps you never saw a flooded airport. It looks pretty interesting. Look at all those planes drowning in water. It actually feels kind of scary. No need to worry, crew members are working and everything is under control. Nobody got hurt. And this is a rescue footage. The skier got stuck on the mountain and he'd be well dead if it wasn't for those guys on a heli. Luckily, they saved his life and it's all good. Some airplanes are both frightening and impressive. People don't gather around to see a fighter landing for no reason. It looks very cool. Three-mile altitude in mere seconds. Imagine how it felt for the pilot. I bet his head nearly exploded of all that pressure. It looks like this is the best beach in the world for those thrill lover types. Alright guys, that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to press the like button if you like the video, subscribe to Real Bizarre to see more bizarre videos, and also press the bell if you feel like it. Also, check out some other videos on this channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!